Alright, it's time for Platinum Hecarim, and this game was insane. Let's check one. I think that was a bit earlier. So I gotta get the next one right. Let's check two. Okay, so here's the gist of it. I don't remember a lot of this game because it's kind of an old game. I think it's about a month old now. But Platinum Hecarim. I know I'm still diamond. I'm already diamond, but these games I saw the footage for them. I think it was Armor Pen Red, Armor Yellow, movement speed quints, and magic resistance blues, and then I think some may be thrown in there. Just I don't know where. Masteries, I believe they were 921-0. So I'll tell you this much: I won't tell you whether I won or lost, but I will tell you that this game, like, there's fuck ups from everybody. And yeah, there's a Fiora mid too. So first thing is top lane. I knew Zed was gonna ward, jump in there. I can't do anything. I look sad. I walk away. But then he comes back anyway, so I start just cutting him up. Over Zed does a shitload of damage, and the fact that he's trying to fight me means the enemy jungler is probably around here. There he is. It's Malphite though, so it's kind of like Hecarim's, half brother kind of thing when it comes to the jungle. I jump right on Zed, and in comes mid lane. Both mid lanes show up. I get killed. They kill the Zed. Bottom lane got first blood at least, so my death wasn't much big of a deal, except it gave double buff to them. That's kind of a first screw for me. I feel pretty bad about that. But I got now, the lanes aren't that easy to gank as it is, even for Hecarim. So it's kind of a pain in the ass. I first picked Hecarim, and I don't like first picking Hecarim. I don't think he's a first pick champion. But nonetheless, I have to make the best of it. So bottom lane gets killed, and I get this entire wave of farm. I'm like, oh, delicious. And, my pants are stiff when that happened. So I get to clear one more little camp, and I'll be level 6. And I just take, I take blue. I'm level 6. I can smash somebody. So I go mid. I hopefully can kill mid. But you'll see how bad it goes. So I'm trying to figure out a way to approach this. The minions are too far into the lane, so I can't, do anything. So I go off and farm the Wraith camp. Get the Wraith camps while I'm here, and, Fiora gets the idea of camping Zed, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll follow suit. Zed had no idea we were here, so instantly murdered. So there we go. We got one kill so far. I mean, at least I did. I got one kill. Now I try to gank Jace. He jukes me back and forth while my E is already been wasted. It makes me feel I shouldn't have done that. I go in with my ultimate. He's going to flash over. Malphite comes in and stomps us. Fiora Flash is trying to chase Jace. So we were kind of just denied both things. Elise comes in and she missed her E and we could have killed the Malphite. But whatever. Nobody died. A bunch of wasted ultimates and summoner spells. Oh well, I'm building Spirit of the Lizard, although as you can see, because that item is godlike on pretty much everybody now. I buy it. Well, I'm buying it. And I know it's longswords now, but this is just to tell you how old it is. It's a previous patch. Anyways, I jump right in. I use my ultimate, smash the, what's it called? Get Varus killed, try to kill the Lulu. I have red buff, she's been slowed down, and I have the Sona backing me up. Burn. She gets killed by the lizard burn. I walk away. Hooray for me. Yay. So we got 2 kills down bottom. Now I have Spirit of the Lizard out there, and that's going to help my offense. However, as you can see, the game is going pretty hectic. Mid lane is pretty much lost. I damaged the minions a little bit so I can get Fiora's quick farm and I can leave. I burn my summoner spells, I get slowed, and I'm like, god damn, this approach was terrible too. I don't even have my ultimate, so I don't even know why I went in there. It's kind of a desperate thing, because for a little while I was very worried about ranked, because I just hate ranked. And I would get very testy when I'm forced into a jungler that I don't really like, which I don't really like Hecarim anymore, because, yeah, I'll say, not to be super hipster, but now that everybody plays him, it kind of took the fun out of him. And normally I don't do that. I'm like, I like Jarvan even when he was played. I like there's one come on a Vi when she was played. Fiora comes in and tears 2 of them to pieces, the Varus and the Lulu, but then gets killed. In a way, it was kind of positive for Fiora. The thing about Fiora is she's kind of bad for the longest part of the game. She needs a lot of farm, but later on she can actually assassinate people. She was kind of designed as an AD carry hybrid assassin, because right. Oh, and there I just missed my fucking ult by a mile, and that was just terrible. Get CC'd, but at least Varus dies. I get no assist from that. In comes Jace, but I'm still hanging around. He kills Draven. I just take a tower shot for free. In comes Malphite. I run the crap away. I get shot, but I live. Elise joins the fight. And like Jace is in a really, really bad spot. He just gets diced by Fiora. But then Elise picks up the kill because Fiora doesn't have enough damage with her ultimate to finish off a Jace. So she goes in, kills Lulu. We turn on what's-his-face Malphite. I go right behind him and try to push him over to our side. He gets killed, and I die as well. So my death was pretty much stupid. I should have just kind of rammed him and then just walked away. Just try to not take as many turret shots. Anyways, the next item I'm building, I believe, is a Warmogs. Or I actually don't remember what the fuck I was building. So I need cooldown reduction, that's for sure. So I believe it was the Kindle Gem. So Varus tries to teleport. I find him and I just start cutting to pieces. Like, he tries to kite me, but it's to no avail. We have a ward. Thank God we had a ward, else I probably would have died here. I try to burst him down with my ultimate. He uses his ultimate. I barely slash his face off, and I survive with a little bit. Holy crap. Though, if the minions had showed up and I popped my E and just started spamming my Q, I probably would have, done a lot better. Still, I killed him. I got a kill that I probably shouldn't have. It was pretty cheesy, but, hooray. As you can see, though, the match is pretty damn even. We have the same amount of towers. We have about the same amount of kills. It's freakishly hectic. And mistakes from everybody. Mistakes from me. Mistakes from my opponents. I'm very edgy because I'm the only initiator this team has aside from a flash ultimate from Sona or some kind of cheap catch by Elise, but that's why I'm all totally on edge. And here's one of my biggest fuck ups. I don't even ult. It's like, why am I not ulting? After the fight, I'm realizing, why am I just trying to melee the Jace? And then, when I think he can be burst down, I actually finally ult, which counts to nothing and actually pushes him away. So that was a major fuck up from me. And I really needed to calm down in this match. The reason for this was, it was my friend's diamond game. And I was just worried about winning it for her. So it's like, fuck. So, yeah, bad Stonewall. To calm the fuck down, Stonewall. And built tenacity Stonewall, which I didn't for some reason. I built we get initiated on by Malphite. I use my ultimate to follow up with my Fiora going right in. We kill the Varus rather easily. We kill the Zed easily. I'm gonna get killed here, so it ended up being a trade-off of 3 for 2, which isn't really in our favor, especially since the Jace is starting to get really big. Turns out, though, that the Fiora couldn't use her ultimate. She could probably got CC to hell. If she had used her ultimate, it would have gone a lot smoother. So now I decided to build Randuin's Omen. If I can get right in the middle of them and use Randuin's Omen, they're gonna be frozen to hell. They have basically 2 carries and an assassin. And I have to deal with both of them. Here's another one of my hesitations to use my ultimate. They have Malphite. I have Hecarim. We're both kind of the same deal when it comes to initiating. I've always mentioned this before. So I can't. So Malphite initiates. I try to go for the carries. I get knocked back. I get CC to hell. I don't get a chance to use the goddamn ultimate until way too late. I get killed. Fiora gets to Lulu, and she's got no chance in hell of surviving. So essentially, it's again another 3 for 2. So it's not. These trades are not going well for us. Still, we're only 3 kills below them. The creep score from both teams is pretty much even as well. But as you can see, this game is only halfway done. We're not even close. So I've got some damage, not as much as I would have wanted to. I screwed up this game, so now I have to clean it up, and so does my team. Even if I'm screwed up, I need to provide good initiations for my team, which I've done absolutely 0 of this game. In this one, I get really desperate for one, and I just get knocked back. I get hurt as fuck. I go right in there. I use Randuin's Omen to CC them, but I'm going to get killed. Elise jumps right in. She gets killed. But, Zed dies. Fiora runs right in. She gets killed too. Draven gets a cheap kill on the Jace, I believe. Yeah, there we go. The bleed finishes him off. So this was a trade-off for 4 for 3. It's kind of about the same kind of deal as before. So now we're only 4 kills below the enemy team. This isn't good, though. Next item, I believe I'm building a I don't know. I think I'm building the locket just to keep my team it's alive. They're trying to do Baron. I'm trying to run right in there, but they already got it. I jump right on Varus, and he gets killed. At least picked him off. I use Randuins. I use everything I got, trying to do as much damage as possible. Zed is killed. Then nobody else is killed. We just kind of don't have enough damage. Draven comes right in, gets ulted by Malphite. Sona ultimate misses basically everybody, but Jace gets killed by Sona. Draven just can't deal enough damage because Malphite is using his E to lower his attack speed to nothing. He can't even fight the Malphite or lifesteal off him, so... Sona tries to get a cheap kill on the, Lulu, and ends up dying. So... at least we stripped a few of them out of their Baron. That went a lot better than I had thought. So, I buy some magic resistance in order to deal with the bits of magic they have, and I buy Spirit Visage. Okay, so I bought Spirit Visage to the Locket. I don't quite remember. I think I buy Locket anyways. They push our top tower. They still have Baron on a few people. Alright, so, like, this time, like, their Malphite is just getting chunked. For some reason, he decides to take a few tower shots and get poked at by the Elise. So he's at about half health. Like, I initiate right on top of Varus. I use my Randuins. Sona uses her ultimate well enough. I get killed. However, we kill their Zed. Elise jumps right in and it gets to kill the Malphite. Well, no. Fiora goes in, gets to kill the Malphite after Elise damages her. And then Fiora cleans the house. Draven and Fiora are alive. And these guys getting fed and farmed and getting all the bounties is a very good thing. So the gist is we don't have any magic damage outside of my minor damage and Elise's other damage, which isn't enough. And the Malphite is becoming very difficult to kill, especially for the fact that we have Fiora and Draven as our only other damage dealers. One press of his E and he just strips them of their damage. So I'm building Aegis, I think, Bulwark. Dragon is still down. We're kind of roaming. At least I'm starting to pick up some of the crap. The last initiation was a lot better. I died, of course, but here, Varus' ultimate misses, and they use all their spells, so I get to initiate right in the middle of them, and they dive way too hard. I activate my Randuins, I take damage from them, I get ulted, I have my EW, I die, but the rest of my team gets to clean up. Their Varus is killed. Their Guardian Angel is removed. My team was just burst him down the second he comes back up. Fiora is trying to kill the Jace, but she burns his flash. So now he's out of a summoner spell, which he shouldn't. And this allows us to push the inhibitor, go back, and bring us back in the game. I buy Oracle so I could just prepare to stop their next Baron. My team engages in a very split fight, and it is just unrecommended. I'm coming in as fast as I can. I pop Ghost, and as we'll get in range, I pop my E. We get a few cheap kills. I get hit through a wall, jump right on top of the Varus, and I push him back to my team. Activate Randuin's Omen, and now we're able to kill him. So this fuck up from the team actually ended up being a very positive thing. I try to go to the tower and try to push it as much as I can. I am close to death, so I can't stick around. We get one of the Nexus towers, but we lose Fiora. We take another one of the Nexus towers. Malphite is defending, and I'm just hoping people focus this tower. However, I'm dying, so I try to heal myself from the minions and everything when my W opens up, and I can't even get to the goddamn the Nexus anymore. So we all fucking die. The Nexus survives with a sliver of health, and this game is far from over. Holy mother of God, we are fucking mad. Yeah, like I should have kept attacking the Nexus. Everybody should have kept attacking the Nexus, but we kind of got a little too greedy. So this game is still going on. I buy Home Guard because they got Baron. I pop my Oracles. I start going on a cleanup crew. So now we're in the defensive again. I'm taking out the wards. We're taking out the turrets. Like, we can actually still fight them while they have Baron. We kind of caught up, and we have an assassin on our team, which is Fiora. She's pretty much like an assassin, like I said. Just waiting for a good initiate, though. I get knocked back. Varus uses his ultimate. I jump right in. I missed the ultimate. I mean, I hit Varus, but I didn't get it good enough where I can stand on top of him and start cutting him. So I die, but we traded my life for one of theirs, and Draven dies. They still can't push. Their base is pushed in. And they're about to lose bottom turret if they don't defend it. So, as you could see, holy crap, this motherfucking game. So I go in, get some golems so I can go back and buy an Aegis of the Legion. We have another Oracles. We're trying to survive as long as we can. We're being pushed now. They still have Baron, I believe. They're trying to ward against us, but this is an interesting part. They're not trying to push. They know every time they've pushed, they've lost the fights. They want us to leave, and we might as well have to, since we need to also keep up and farm. At some point or another, they'll get too farmed up and kill us, regardless of diving us. So, yeah. We're contemplating what the hell to do right now. So, red is up. We take it for the Draven. And we're preparing for the final fight, because we know the next fight will win this. Where we could just push right down middle, take the inhibitor, and take the damn Nexus. They could just push in, because we'll have like 60-second timers. This is a 46-minute game thus far. Alright, they got Baron again. And now it's time for the final fight. I have a red elixir, because you know at this point you just go for fucking broke. I go home, I believe, right now. Wait, in order to use the home guard. Do I? No. Ouch. So we're just waiting for them to initiate, or for us to get the most retarded initiation. They take the next, the inner turret, and we start to give chase. We see that the Varus is split from the team. And I go right in to try to catch him. He uses ultimate to to get me. They're all clustered up. And I see the initiation right here. I initiate. Grab them all and Randuin's. And then Sona comes right in and ults. Grabs them all. I get killed. But Fiora gets a good ult in them and dices them to pieces. Draven just cleans them up. Lulu stood no chance, and we just fucking cleaned them out. I died, but that initiation allowed us to follow it up with the Sona ult, kill them, and finally take the goddamn Nexus turret, and there is your Platinum Hecarim.